Hello again. My name is Joe McTurnan, and I am AOPA's Director of Health Policy and Advocacy. Welcome to the latest edition of AOPA's Take. Today, I wanted to provide you with an update on the Medicare Prior Authorization Program that is currently underway for select lower limb prostheses, knee orthoses, and spinal orthoses. Medicare Prior Authorization is a fairly new program which was initially implemented for 6 lower limb prosthesis codes in 2020 and expanded to include 3 spinal orthosis and 2 knee orthosis codes in 2022. To date, the Medicare Prior Authorization Program has been very efficient, with most prior authorization requests processed within 4 days of submission, well within the 10-day processing requirements of the program. Recently, I had the opportunity to meet with key members of the DME-MAC prior authorization teams to discuss how the prior authorization program is going and where things may be improved. Overall, the program is operating with a fairly high success rate, with approximately 82% of lower limb prosthesis submissions and between 64 and 70% of orthosis submissions affirmed on initial submission. These affirmation rates represent a slightly positive trend, and the DME-MAC staff indicated that subsequent resubmissions also continue to be affirmed at very high rates. One area of concern, however, that was identified by the DME-MAC staff involves claims for emergent need orthoses. As you may recall, AOPA was instrumental in creating a pathway that would allow orthoses subject to prior authorization to be provided without it if there was an emergent need for the orthosis. Claims for emergent need orthoses may be submitted with an ST modifier and do not have to be submitted for prior authorization, but then are subject to 100% prepayment medical review. The DME-MACs have reported that when reviewing claims submitted with an ST modifier, they have determined that approximately 62% of the claims do not actually represent a truly emergent need. While the lack of emergent need will not in and of itself cause an automatic denial of the claim, it is important to understand how to properly use the ST modifier and the need to document why there is an emergent need for an orthosis before appending the ST modifier and bypassing the Medicare prior authorization process. CMS listened to AOPA's concerns about the need for a pathway for emergent need orthoses, so we must do all that we can to ensure that it is being used properly. Medicare prior authorization has been a very successful program so far, reducing financial risk to Medicare beneficiaries and providers with minimal delays in the delivery of clinically appropriate, medically necessary care. AOPA will continue to work with CMS and the DME-MACs to improve the program as it moves forward. Thanks for spending just a few minutes with me today. I hope to see you at the upcoming AOPA National Assembly in Indianapolis. And as always, AOPA's Take, where you go when you need to know.